Hi there. Today I have prepared a collective tarot and oracle message for anyone that needs it. This reading was pulled for a live event I am doing on September 2nd, 2025 on Insight Timer, but it was a very juicy reading with a lot of uplifting things, so I wanted to document it and share it with whoever may need to hear it. I have also provided journaling prompts after the card pull for each card. You may feel free to dive into all of them or pick and choose a few to play with and explore, or ignore them, however you feel called to use this message and reading today. Now let's dive into the cards. The first deck I used was the Guardian of the Night Tarot by M.J. Cullinane, and the first card we got was number 21, the World. Celebrate where you are now and take time to think about how far you've come. Revel in feeling proud of yourself for your accomplishments. Experience the rewards of your efforts. Something has come to a close, but this is a new beginning, and there is excitement around what is yet to come. You are now ready to begin a new journey from a place of empowerment and maturity. Remember the sweetness of life and feel the prosperity. The next card is number 19, the Sun. Rewarding and productive use of this card's energy could be seeing the world through the eyes of a child, or connecting with your own inner child. The Sun offers clarity in murky situations and brings you the experience of renewed vitality and conscious understanding. Your enthusiasm for life is returning. Have fun and be playful with renewed optimism. Know you are sacred and be confident. Own it and celebrate. The next card is a little sticky energy. We got the Five of Wands here. There is an urgency of action and alertness required in the moment. Possessing a willingness to seek clarity amidst a struggle. Try to keep your impatience in check and focus on one thing at a time and see it through to completion. The difference between rivalry and healthy competition asks you to work with your ego in a productive way. You may need to slow down a bit, practice a little restraint, and not let every impulse or desire to act break through. The last card from this deck is number 3, the Empress. Beautiful card. This is all about divine feminine energy and receiving love. Through her connection to nature and her willingness to let her body be a sacred vessel, she creates a life filled with love. Remember to practice self-love and engage in creative endeavors. Tap into the energy of Venus with creativity, romance, self-love, and connecting with nature, and you can bring divine love into your spiritual practice. The Empress does not know lack or a need to compete, so her heart is open and compassion comes naturally. When you walk in the Empress's path, you will have the resources to use your position and privilege to help others. The next deck we used is the Woodland Wardens by Jessica Rowe. The first card we got is number 44, the Hawk and Thistle. You can act fiercely while maintaining your grace and dignity. Sharpen your talons, but do not lose your crown. Oh, and the message on this card is graceful persistence. The next card is number 46, the Butterfly and the Snowdrop, and this card is about hope. A period of hardship is coming to a close and better days are ahead. Take heart in signs of the coming thaw. The final card from this deck is number 2, the Spider and Passion Flower, and this is about creative ingenuity. You can solve your problems unconventionally and with cleverness. You need only exercise patience in order to fully appreciate the results of your labor. The next deck we used is the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. The first animal spirit that came to us was the Eagle Spirit, number 23. Spirit has your back. Are you ready to soar to new heights? You have the highest wisdom and courage within, gifted to you by Spirit and all the angels. Proudly embody Eagle Spirit in all her glory and grace. You have tremendous wisdom and courage within. Let it arise so that you might soar proudly, and from these heights you can make the best and most powerful choices for the highest good of all. The next spirit animal to visit was number 10, the buffalo spirit. And this is all about the abundant universe will provide. Gratitude has an amazing power of manifestation, and when you adopt a mindset of abundance, there is extraordinary potential available to you. When you are grateful, you immediately align yourself with the truth that the world is rich and teeming with resources. There is always enough. Gratitude has the magic to grow good. Offer up your thanks and your prayers even before you see conditions you desire. Then you will quickly see the results in tangible ways. Next is number 14, chameleon spirit. Act as if. Life is offering you a great lesson. Adapting isn't about losing yourself. It's about learning how to dance with others. Outer conditions are changing, and you're required to come into harmony with them so you can co-create your greatest dream. The new ways will eventually feel familiar and completely natural. Your sensitivities will enable you to determine how best to adapt your environment and the people in it, while at the same time maintaining your integrity and equilibrium. The next visitor is the wasp spirit, number 64. Sometimes life stings. This card was a little bit of a bummer to receive, but here it is. Here's the message. You will soon come to see Spirit has something wonderful in store for you. Spirit has a plan. Perhaps behind the scenes, Wasp Spirit was connecting with Spirit to ensure that you could grow something of value to you. Have you stung yourself lately by comparing yourself to others? Disappointments can lead you to a different and better path for you. Align with Spirit now and trust that this too shall pass and is already doing so, for the pain subsides when you stop telling the story of how much it hurt. The last visitor from this deck is number 35, the koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. Know that you are loved and cherished. Self-care is meant to replenish you so that you can venture out again in faith, trusting that there is no limit to the joy Spirit wants you to experience. Be good to yourself and reconnect with Spirit to reclaim your faith in things yet unseen. Trust that by moving slowly with faith in the abundance that is everywhere, surrendering to a greater power than yourself, you will be able to experience the manifestation of your desire. As you take your time enjoying the riches available to you right now, sitting peacefully, you begin to radiate the joy and abundance you seek. The very last deck we pulled from is a special deck to me. I got it as a gift from my mom. Not important to you, but part of my story. It's the Sacred Rebels Oracle by Alana Fairchild. And this is the first time this card has presented itself to me for a reading, so this was exciting. I got number 30. We got number 30, the perfection of your life. Whether the chaos right now seems subtle, strong, internal, or external, all is unfolding according to a perfect higher order. You are currently enduring a cosmic spiritual storm which is having an impact on you. It is clearing things out, ruffling feathers, and preparing you for that lovely, super fresh, uplifting feeling that one experiences after the storm has finally passed. No matter what appears to be, in truth, there is only the unfolding creative genius of the universe. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You have not been denied. Express whatever is needed, and once again you will trust and directly experience the flower of life unfolding within you and around you. Okay, so that is the cards, friends. How are we feeling? I hope we're feeling good and uplifted. Now I'm going to share the journaling prompts with you for each card. The first one is the World. What long-term project or goal have you recently completed, or are you close to finishing? What did you learn about yourself during that process? Think about a time when you felt completely in sync with yourself and the world around you. What were the circumstances? How can you cultivate more of that feeling in your daily life? What does your personal version of wholeness look like? What aspects of your life, physical, emotional, spiritual, need more attention to feel truly complete? The Sun. What are you currently celebrating in your life? Take a moment to really appreciate your accomplishments, no matter how small. In what area of your life do you need more clarity or optimism? How can you shift your perspective to see the situation in a more positive light? Imagine your most joyful, authentic self. What does that person do, think, and feel? What is one small step you can take today to embody that energy? The Five of Wands. Describe a recent disagreement or conflict you experienced. Were you fighting for a valid reason, or was it a misunderstanding? What was your role in the situation? In what area of your life are you competing with others, or even with yourself? Is this competition healthy or draining? What might happen if you viewed this conflict not as a battle, but as a collaborative discussion? How could different ideas lead to a better outcome for everyone involved? The Empress. What creative project or idea have you been wanting to start? Write down 3 concrete steps you can take to bring it to life. How do you nurture yourself and others? Are you giving enough to yourself before pouring into others? Where in your life do you feel abundant? This could be anything from relationships to your physical environment. How can you express gratitude for that abundance and encourage it to grow? Next, the Hawk and Thistle, graceful persistence. Am I too easily influenced by my environment? Or, how can I thrive in a difficult situation? The Butterfly and Snowdrop, for hope. What gives me hope in times of scarcity? The Spider and Passionflower, creative ingenuity. How can I overcome an obstacle using my talents? Or, when have I solved a problem using ingenuity in the past? Next up is the Eagle Spirit. Reflect on a recent situation where you felt a strong sense of knowing or intuition. How did that inner wisdom guide you? What happened as a result? What does soaring to new heights mean to you now in this moment of your life? What is one small, courageous action you can take to align with your highest self? Buffalo Spirits. Look around your life and list 3 things you can feel genuinely grateful for, no matter how small. How does focusing on these things change your mood or perspective? The reading suggests offering thanks before you see conditions you desire. Pick one thing you want to manifest and write a letter of gratitude for it as if it has already happened. What is a story you've been telling yourself about scarcity or lack? How can you reframe that narrative to focus on abundance instead? Chameleon Spirit. In what area of your life are you currently being asked to adapt? How can you view this change as a dance rather than a disruption? Think about a time when you successfully adapted to a new situation. What inner qualities did you draw on to make that transition smooth? What is one new habit or way of being you can act as if you already have right now to align with your highest dreams? Wow, Spirit, here we go. Write a new, neutral story about a recent disappointment or setback, focusing only on the facts and the lessons learned. Have you recently compared yourself to others in a way that stung? Write a list of your own unique strengths and qualities that make you valuable just as you are. What is one small way you can show yourself compassion after a disappointment? Koala Spirit. What does self-care look like for you? And when was the last time you truly took care of yourself in that way? What does moving slowly with faith mean in your current situation? How can you trust the process instead of rushing it? Write down one small, peaceful moment you can take for yourself today and simply enjoy the riches available to you right now. The perfection of your life. In what ways does your life feel like a storm right now, whether subtle or strong? Imagine the feeling the card describes after the storm passes. What does your life look like and feel like on the other side of this challenge? How can you remind yourself that you are not forgotten or overlooked, even in the midst of chaos? And that concludes our reading and the journaling prompts for today. I cannot thank you enough for being here with me. If the cards resonated at all, please feel free to let me know either in the comments or some other way you wish to find me and communicate further. Blessed be, and namaste.